No.
Good evening and welcome to the Borough Town Council Open Spaces meeting on the 21st of July 2025 at 6:30 p.m. We haven't got any fire drills set for tonight. If the alarm should sound, please leave the building by the front door or by the doors behind me. Apologies for absence.
I haven't had any apologies, but I've had an apology from Councillor Fraser, no apology from Councillor Reynolds, and I've had an apology from Councillor S. Taylor.
What about Joe Taylor?
Joe Taylor, no, I haven't had an apology.
No.
But...
Okay. Declarations of interest? No. Okay, first public participation. Does anyone want to have? Yes?
Does the paddleboard courts things come under this?
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
But
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
on our agenda
No,
tonight, but yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something I was watching on television and reading the paper. I just wondered whether there was a breakdown of the estimated costs of installation, sort of, and daily, weekly, annual maintenance costs, and how much players will be charged to use it.
I don't think we're at that stage yet, Leslie. With the stage that we're at is trying to find a location at the moment, so I don't think they've gone into that much detail.
There was also something in the paper about somewhere, I can't remember where it was now, yes, in the weekend's paper, in the EDP, about somewhere protesting against having one because of the noise levels and and about installation and where it's going to be near places.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of important to take into
that would be
consideration,
all
because they're noisier than what people think they're going to be.
It will be something that will be considered.
Yeah.
I mean, the developer that we're speaking to, or who actually it's the partnership liaison officer who's actually doing a lot of the work with them, they would be looking for premises that haven't got an open court. It would actually be housed within a building sort of thing. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
At this stage, they're not thinking about an open court.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would then obviously alleviate.
I think even with that, it was sort of, even with them being in a building, I think there's still the noise levels.
Well, I think that one in the press was an open court, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if there is going to be, it's housed in the shell of a sort of like a, almost like an industrial building, that would definitely be a sound band. And
something I vaguely saw on television, I will find more about, I'll email you about it, was Jason Manford is heavily involved in them, and there was a lot of things that he suggested, but I'll try and find a bit more about that, because he was talking about getting people involved in it, and how beneficial it was.
Yeah.
We've got a way to go though.
Long way to go.
Yeah. But I was just wondering whether the town could maybe do a survey around the residents as to whether it's something they want the money spent on.
We have done one, haven't we?
We haven't. We've done a consultation. However, I think later on in the agenda, or not probably for this meeting, we are. I think at the last meeting we mooted that we were going to. Is it on the GPN? Do a sports event. So I should imagine that paddle would be included in some way.
I was just thinking if there was a survey be done, because it's going to be quite expensive to set up.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the committee.
Thank you.
I do know that Councillor Reynolds has extended an invitation to the paddle group to present it to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Item 8 are points 2 and 3, areas to come, or whether you're going to accept the areas of Blackthorn Road and St Edmunds Close. Do they include open, is it just purely an open space, or does it include play equipment as well?
Sorry. It includes play equipment, but with St Edmunds, it's looking at putting a couple of properties there for social housing.
So Jubilee Wood is Do you know where that is?
No, I don't.
Jubilee Wood is, if you, to the rear of the Queen's Road allotments and the
Mhm.
cemetery and then also the high school.
Yeah.
But between the A11, there's like a sort of a wedge-shaped piece of land. The smaller part of the wedge is going to be where there's going to be a woodland, but the wider wedge is going to be sort of like laid out as a country park, sort of be like a dog walking area, very, very ecological.
So this is van coming from developers or whatever?
Yes, yeah, and
Is it
that's
coming with a community site?
I think we've already got, is that the one with 34,000? Yes.
Are they each coming with it?
Yes, it's got 34,000 attached to it, which I believe we've already got in our bank.
The Jubilee Wood, there's £34,000.
Yeah.
The Blackthorn Road site, there's
Yeah, Blackthorn Road,
around
74.
74, 76, something like that.
That's fine, it's just a quick, is it coming with community sites? That's all.
We'll get to that item,
Yeah, I
yes,
appreciate
yeah.
It's just that while you're discussing it, we can't.
Oh, right.
So just asking the question in advance.
We can go to standing orders if we want to, but anyone else? No? Moving on then. The minutes of the open space meeting, committee meeting on the 16th of June 2025. Any comments? No? Everyone happy?
I can't access them, so could we go back to revert them to PDF, Sharon, please? Because I still can't get onto my Google, just the links is not. You know, when you said attach minutes and the associated papers, rather than putting on the link, are you able to send them out as a PDF?
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant to itemise everything when I put it on the Google.
Oh, as well as that, yeah, because I can't access it, I can only preview it,
Okay, there wasn't really much on there, but yes.
so obviously I haven't really examined the minutes, because I haven't been able to access them.
Yeah, so you would like to.
You know how we used to, we
You
used
would
to
like
send
it
out
sent
meeting
on
papers,
email.
that'd be great, because then I can cross reference.
Anyone else had any problems accessing? So you have.
I just find it's not user friendly at the moment, obviously going to this link, 'cause not everybody
Yeah.
can use the link, whereas when is it still uploading the website?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get them there.
Well, the thing is, it's in the agenda, so because it's in the agenda, it's on the website sort of thing. But if you're having a trouble accessing the link, because I have tested it, I don't know why.
Sometimes,
Yeah, just
sometimes I can get it
it's
and
on my
sometimes I
phone.
can't.
Like I can only preview it, I can't actually read it.
Right, okay, because I tested it also with my mobile.
I just double clicked it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's try it first.
Yeah.
Come at the office and we'll
okay, thank
give
you,
it a go. Yeah, I don't know why. There might be a reason we can get around it.
thank you,
But, if not, yes, of course.
lovely.
Apart from that, everyone happy with the minutes? You can have a proposer. Tito, seconder. Councillor Dalton, all in favour? You'll be enough, some, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And Sam has joined the meeting.
Yeah, sorry for my tardiness. I had other engagements throughout the day. I didn't think I'd make it back in time, in all fairness for this one.
Yes, you just got that. And just initial the next page as well.
Just initially. Okay. Right. Upcoming events, spaces, yeah. Open air cinema for the 23rd and 24th of August on the Rec. Have we got any?
Just
Got
to
with
say, I'm
children.
kind of gearing up to get the preparations done for that meeting. So at this early stage, could we have any volunteers to be marshals first of all?
That's a good diary, not
Yeah, I know,
one of those
yeah.
days, but
We will need marshals. I would say we probably need about 4 at the very least.
right. Is that to cover the whole evening or do we split it?
Yeah, I mean, the 20th.
The idea would we split it.
One of the dates I can't make, I think it is the 23rd because I'm at a wedding.
Yeah.
24th I could probably make.
You have a look, I think I'm still on holiday. You have a look and get back to you.
Anyone else?
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, have a think then, have a look at your diary.
But yeah, my diary's if I'm working.
Circulate a timetable or something, Sharon,
What for the,
so, yeah, we can get back to you a couple of months with it.
yeah, what do you mean for the actual day?
for the marshals?
Yeah, a timetable as in,
Date and time, like,
oh,
what are you looking
So
for?
slots for.
Yeah.
So maybe like a morning, afternoon.
Oh, okay,
Times,
evening,
yeah,
I get
morning,
you,
afternoon,
yeah,
evening, for the 2 days, circulate it to
Yeah.
members and get them to fill themselves in, a bit like the rate that we do.
yeah, that's fine, yeah, no problem, that go on to the event plan then. And just to let you know, I'm starting to contact vendors, and I've also got a quote for, or a price, should I say, for the first aid who we used at the Send event, for the 2 days. So, one is for the first day, I think it's 85, and for the second day, it's 140. One is just less time, if you like. So, I can get that ordered. At least it's very important. Loos and what have you, would we be opening the Vono building, or would you want me to get sort of like portaloos?
It's a Saturday and a Sunday, isn't it? Football doesn't start again until, oh, actually, is that the second week in August? They may well be in use because the football
Yeah.
club might be using them, so
Yeah.
it might be prudent to just get.
That's the question.
Councillor
It's
Dawson.
a long way to get a child from the top down to the Vono building if they wanted the loo. I think we ought to have some portaloos
Yeah.
as well if you're using it. I
that's
really
fine.
do think
No
we should have.
problem. Yeah.
I'm sorry about the cost, but
Yeah,
you've got a charge, you'll never get them down there.
yeah, that's all right, it's only 2 days, isn't it?
Mm.
Sorry, Councillor Westby, you were saying something, sorry.
No, just saying we should inquire with the football club if
Yeah.
it is available as
It's a
well.
bit difficult though, because they wouldn't, if I asked them now, they wouldn't know, I think, because they might know, but they get their fixtures only about 4 or 5 weeks in advance. So they'll know soon, but let's hope they're away. If not, we'll have to do our timings around them.
Well, no, because we put it up in that back corner, don't we? So it won't be near their pitches anyway.
Well, I
But
think it was
noise
encroaching on
wise-
the second pitch, but the first pitch definitely we could leave alone, but yeah.
If it did clash and it was really bad, they are allowed to swap their fixtures. You know, they can negotiate,
Yeah,
you know, with other teams,
Yeah.
but if it was going to be a bad clash.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure can. I don't think it's a huge problem.
Books or storage, I'll
Yeah, we'll go
If
with
the
that, a proper
pop a
item. Yeah, that's
nine,
a
yeah,
typo.
I'll
Yeah.
move on from that one. Bring that down to number 9.
Oh, and we've got a request from the Fun Fest. Can they have their fireworks on the 2nd of November?
It's not on the agenda.
Oh. Okay,
That's the Sunday, no, yep.
Just circulate it
I'll
via
do it
email.
full council then.
Yeah, we'll focus on.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a problem with it, shouldn't think.
Hatfield Town Football Club, consider a resolution. This was brought forward from last meeting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I haven't really had any, I mean, I'll do the feedback report on the meeting with ATFC, but the actual draft agreements, I know that the athletics aren't meeting until the 9th of August, isn't it?
Right.
And the football club haven't really officially got back to me, have they?
Well, the points that are in the email that's in the meeting papers, I thought we actually reviewed those at the last meeting.
Mm.
Yeah, but wasn't
Yeah,
I
but-
asked to go back to the football club, draft it, but I haven't had any
Get an
response from
agreement.
them about our points, if you like. Anyway,
It was with the athletics club, it was also to do with the, the athletics club was to do with the
yeah,
revised fee.
yeah, I just haven't had anything back from them following our meeting, because you said to me, go back to them, draft it up as per their points, and then come back to you with the final version, once
Yeah.
I've got back to you.
What I would have done was, when obviously we addressed the points that are in the email that's been included, I think those points that the council resolved, I would have incorporated into the draft lease agreement, presented it to them, made sure they were happy with that
That's
final
it, I
draft.
have done that, sorry, I
Oh,
should
that
have
is-
said, yeah, I
okay.
have done that, but I just then haven't had them to come back, say, yeah, that looks okay.
Okay, so they've
To
had
them,
the draft.
They've had the
Okay.
draft, but they just haven't responded, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I
So we're
should-
just waiting for them to respond.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to feedback on the meeting with the ATFC just briefly? Just to say what sort of things they brought up? They were just asking about the fence posts. They were sort of like, I think we brought that up with them, didn't we? The compound hasn't really been.
Do you want me to,
Yeah.
Sharon?
I'll just say the points.
There's a couple of things. So, unfortunately, the football club had experienced some vandalism down at Gamers Meadow, where the fencing that surrounded their goalposts was pulled down, damaged, and goals were damaged. Luckily, I think the goals that were damaged, it wasn't beyond repair, so they managed to have those fixed without incurring too much cost. They did think that they would probably need some fencing that was a little bit more robust than what they have at present in Harris fencing. And at the time, we did actually address that when the Harris fencing was put in, we actually had requested as a council that it be screened for something that was more aesthetically pleasing to the environment. I think the football club were going to go away, look at alternative fencing models, and then submit them to the council to get our agreement on which ones we think would be suitable, and then they would install it at their own cost. The other thing that they raised was a footpath from the entrance at Gamers Meadow to their building on Gamers, which Sharon and Andy, were you going to go along as well?
It can be, yeah.
We're going to go and have a look at and then bring a recommendation to the committee, just to see, what could be done if at all possible. And then the last thing that they asked for, there was one last thing, was to have some dugouts on the field at the recreation ground, semi-permanent, not permanent, so that if there was a event mid-season, they could be taken down, and if they're, at the end of the season, they could be removed as well. But for the league that they're in, they are a requirement. So they were going to find some quotes for some designs, submit them to the committee as well for our feedback and hopefully approval.
Thank you.
It was actually quite refreshing as well, because we did have a brief discussion about all of the improvements that we've made today, and actually, and Andy and Sharon were both there. The club expressed their gratitude and actually asked if there was anything they could do, to not make it up to us, but to return the favour or anything like that. And obviously, we have had correspondence this week as well, highlighting how good our working relationship now is. So, the positive feedback.
Okay. Actually, something I want to bring in here is the games football itself. It happens quite a few weekends when there's a match on. Cars turn up and they don't know where the playing fields are. You've got big signs saying Gamers Industrial Estate, and people drive down there looking around and they just drive. I had a family on Saturday came. They were asking where it was. They had been before, but they couldn't find it. Well, so I explained where it was. And when you do go, it's just a tiny little road, and it's not signposted saying that, it's Gamers Meadow, and whether that's something we should look at, signing, so people do know. Because some people do come a long way for matches and that.
Well, it's not just that. I had somebody walking their dog on the recreation ground. When I went out and spoke to him, he said, I was told this is where you could walk your dogs. And he thought it was Gamers Meadow. And I said, no, it's further down. I mean, he was quite happy and took his dog. He was a salesman and wanted to exercise his dog. But he said there's no signs. Okay. So I do agree with what you're saying.
Make it more prominent. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go way back from them. The Athletics Academy, we'll go way back. Okay. Item 8, new lands being newly owned by the Town Council updates. for consideration and acceptance. Jubilee Wood, Club 99, or actually that's Jubilee
Yeah.
Wood, and then
Yeah. Initially, when we had first met Club 99, which was a summer club, which looks after children that need a club to go to in the summer holidays, which is made up of ex-teachers and professionals and properly constituted. It's a committee, it's a charity. They were looking to refresh their membership, and their initial thought was, could they possibly have premises on Jubilee Wood? So I thought I'd just bring that in because that hasn't been discussed for some time. Some committee members have had a meeting with Club 99. I don't know if you want to say anything, Taylor, or Sam.
Not really. I think they're still in the stage where they're looking at how they're going to move forward when some of their current trustees retire. So I think it's a bit premature to say anything.
Yeah.
The council, when we last discussed this, did in principle agree to allocate some space within the Jubilee Woodland for that activity.
Yeah.
And I think until they know what they're doing, I
Yeah.
think we're in a position where we're just, waiting for further feedback.
And with regard to Jubilee Wood, which in planning terms is referred to as Land North Norwich Road, just to say that I'm still working with the solicitor to get the sort of the TP1 and the land ownership sorted. So it's sort of like more or less
still
at the same
ongoing.
pace as Blackthorn, yeah. But at some point, very soon, the reason why I put that on the agenda is because we now need to start looking at the ecology of the site and making preparations as to exactly firm up how it is going to be developed. Because we did, if you recall, we had the landscape partnership. It was a very brief document, but it gave a visual as to how the land would actually be set out as a woodland. But we need to now start looking at how that's going to be done.
right,
I think
okay.
that sounds like
Sorry.
sounds like
Oh, sorry, Councillor Tyler.
Thank you. Have we engaged with the Norfolk Wildlife Trust? Will they be coming out once we've got ownership?
Yes, yeah, they're poised to do that. They, as you know, that they look after Decoy Wood as in they assess it annually, and we want them to be there at the very early stages so that they can give us advice as to, how it would be started, what it would entail, and then how they would advise we develop it. And the landscape partnership who we engaged are well versed in that sort of thing, so I think we've got some good advice. But they would, I think they have expressed an interest in it becoming that, but obviously it needs to be planted up first and then developed. But yeah.
So hopefully, would you say that we'll have ownership of this land by October?
I'm hoping so, yeah.
Because October obviously is a good time to be planting. So
Yeah.
if we can engage with them and the partnership to get species of trees and stuff, we can start applying for grants.
Yeah.
So we've got grants in place that we can start to purchase trees with or get donations of trees and stuff ready, so we can get the ball rolling as quickly as possible.
Well, in a way we've got to do the groundwork first because we've got to get a tractor to come till the whole area. So only the small wedge, but still that's a fair few acres, isn't it? So that will have to be tilled and then grassed over with grass. Then you'll have to have the pathways, sort of like they will all be. The pathways will be the grass, if you like, but then in the other areas where it's all planned out, that's where you'll do your planting. So, but we need advice on that as to how it's done. And I was going to suggest that we get a ecological group of various, it would be the Norfolk Wildlife Trust, but other people in the town who perhaps want to get onto the project to oversee it as well.
Councillor Johnson.
Yes, part of the discussions about the 4G pitches or pitch, there was the discussion of the access road as well.
Yeah, that's in the wider part, isn't it? The access road would be on the wider part that wouldn't be developed initially. So they'll be putting like a temporary path, won't they, through there, Jerry? But that won't affect the woodland development at all, because it's sort of that other end.
But if we're moving machinery in and out, we may need to planting equipment.
Yeah, yeah. If it's a tractor, that won't be a problem.
There's something we need to look at. Go on with what we've said so far, is everyone happy with? I think this is just an ongoing, we've just got to keep updating, every meeting.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Blackthorn Road?
Yeah, we are almost there with the solicitors. You've approved the TP1 as a committee, or the council has, but they will not pass over the 74,000. This is Bretland planners with Section 106 money, because they need us to get a scheme first. Although we have a scheme visually, we know what we want to put on there, but they want me to cost it. So I have got to seek quotes for the path that you want me to put through, and also the particular trim trail, etc. So there is a little bit of work to do, and I am now working on that.
Can Megan not help with that, just to ease your workload a bit?
She can do, but it is fairly straightforward. It's just that I thought I'd better let you know there'll be a slight delay. I am trying to persuade Bretland Planning to pass the money over to the solicitor with the condition that we get it costed, but I might as well just get it costed, because I've got a funny feeling they're going to say no. They're pretty strict on that sort of thing, aren't they?
Okay. And any other comments? No. So that's another ongoing that you'll keep us up to date.
Yeah.
Okay. So Midlands Close.
That we haven't really. All I've done is I've instructed our grounds team to just keep the grass cut for now. But we do need to start making plans on that, don't we? We haven't really discussed that at all. We know what we want to put on it, but it's how we go about it. So I didn't know whether you wanted to have sort of like, instead of having it in the meeting, have like a workshop or something
Can
to
do.
go forward, or delegated councillors to sort of get the mini project going. It's not going to be mini, it's going to be quite major actually.
Yeah.
First thing we need to do is engage an architect.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
yeah. Okay.
Someone would propose that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Second. Councillor Dalton, all those in favour?
Thank you, lovely.
Okay. Book sale storage, update on research for a suitable storage site. Consideration and resolution. Have we had any luck?
We've had a discussion just sort of informally tonight. Didn't we, Vera, do you want to know who's in that discussion? Taylor and Jerry?
Carry on.
If we've got no external place, as far as I'm concerned, we do have the area by the lift, and if there's now an office downstairs, we no longer need the lift. So that space is now going to be vacant. It's a question of what cost would be either to remove the lift or to incorporate it somehow in storage temporarily. That's just an idea.
I thought we was getting rid of all of the books and starting from scratch.
Yeah. We are
Yeah.
definitely doing that. We've been in touch with the RSPCA, and they're going to come and liaise with Tim at the chapel to take their pick, and then we were going to then, all the ones that are really not usable, they will be culled. You want them culled. And I think this week we'll advertise for new books quite heavily from now on. So we now need to start the campaign to get those books in.
So it's really storage for the books that are left over from next sale.
And also, I did bring that in, but I don't think people are very happy with that sample box there.
They're too fragile, so
We need to sort of like have something, because that is an underbed storage, like I was asked to look for, but everyone thinks that's a little bit flimsy.
Yeah. Books are quite heavy. Very heavy, in fact.
So you want a tougher box?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be from the book sale. But we don't need anything before then. We've got the storage at the moment we're using, which is Old Chapel in the cemetery.
Yeah.
So once we've got through those, we'll read those and start anew, and then it's from there on. So we really need to be find someone before the next book sale.
Yeah.
So, okay.
If we did buy a shed, where would we put it?
Well, we're running out of space out the back, aren't we?
Yeah, out the back is not an option, is it?
No.
They have cleared out one of the containers on the grounds team, so it could go to the cemetery. They've cleared out a lot of space. That's where they were storing the notice boards.
What's it like, the dampness?
Well, it's quite sealed. I don't know. That's
So-
what I mean. It's preferable to have it somewhere where the temperature's constant, isn't it? Like the town hall.
Here,
Not
Yeah.
somewhere heated really,
Yeah.
get condensation.
But
from
what
that.
I could do is equipment from the spare room next to the caretaker's office. I could actually get rid of that, and then we could actually store the books in a room, and there would be room in there.
I would just be careful with fire risk assessments.
Yeah.
Having
Also
that
loading the
box.
floor.
Yeah,
I'll be back in a moment.
yeah.
that
Okay.
is why the archivist moved out from upstairs, because she had so many files to do the second all had to be done.
Mm.
So we need to be aware.
Yeah,
As I said before, books are heavy.
Yeah,
they are very heavy.
So yeah, that's where we are.
Okay, so that's a ongoing
Yeah.
thing, looking for
Ongoing again, yeah.
storage, okay. Chapel, options have the chapel listed. This is the chapel and cemetery.
Yeah, the update is that I've been in touch with the heritage officer. He's given me a link, and I've started work on the preparations to make the application for the chapel to be listed. So that I will try and work on, and maybe in a couple of weeks I will have a bit more news on that. But I only just started it this week, so
So can that be put on the next agenda,
yeah,
open spaces?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They were quite unhopeful though, weren't
yeah, yes.
Well,
yeah.
we can but try.
they? Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Got distinct advantages.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. The advantages are that there is a lot of funding that you can apply for.
Yeah.
If it is listed.
If it is
So,
listed.
yeah,
It's not,
It would be nice if
doesn't
it
attract
is.
that either, does it, if it's listed?
I don't know.
Was it private?
Really, yeah, that's good. But we get our back anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could get it listed and we could do, prove it and that. Okay, second public participation. Anyone?
Me again, sorry.
Sorry,
Following on from what you were saying about the recreation ground and gamers, being confused, getting confused with the dog walkers. If you're going to put new signs up to say that this is gamers, this is the recreation ground, could you put on the recreation ground a little bit to say that dog walking is at Decoy Common and that gamers, and point people in their direction, just as a sort of little proviso?
Yeah, that's a really good idea, Leslie.
Thank you.
anyone else?
I could add the
That's
Joe
fine.
on to that as well. The workshops you mentioned about possibly having for St Edmunds, are workshops open to the public?
Not generally, no. I don't suppose anyone would mind if anyone wanted to attend. I really don't think that.
Just for transparency, so.
Yeah.
people can-
Possibly, yeah. I don't, if anything, it would just be just to, sort of- it's really hard, isn't it, to sort of, discuss at length everything that you want to discuss on a certain issue. So to have a workshop, like we did with the open spaces, was really useful, because obviously that lasted about, 1.5 to 2 hours. But, yeah, I can't see why not, yeah.
Okay, anyone? Yes?
Yeah, question, you talked about book storage. Have you been out to, because there's some fantastic businesses around, if they've got any space to hold book stock?
No, we haven't, I'm afraid.
No,
No, it's a good idea, thank
I
you.
say, because there's lots of people like to help, and then lots of people got big factory units, etc. Maybe it's a small space for us to do it.
yeah, could put an appeal out on Facebook, I guess, yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Anyone else? No? Okay, items for next agenda. Can I ask, new enough what we've got on here, just the Aston Town Football Club update.
Yeah.
The Athletics Academy, so we have that from Hillbilly Wood, Blackthorn and St Edmunds.
Yeah.
Okay. and sorry for the, books.
Yeah, books, yeah.
And
Anything else?
the chapel, from
Yeah.
Councillor Dalton, sorry.
Can I put forward, we need to look at cleaning of the signs down at Gamers,
Okay.
so that they're much more readable, and if necessary, we'll replace some of them.
Yeah.
There's also one entrance, which is not really an entrance, but it does have a bin beside it, dog bin, that has no signs whatsoever at the side of it.
Is that that small one, the pedestrian?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not really an entrance, but it is an entrance.
Is it the
It's
other
been
end?
made an
It's nearby the gate at the far end, near the
Yeah,
orchard.
far end, yeah. Okay, I'll have a look at that, yeah.
Was I right at last meeting saying that you're going to have a look at the signage down there, see? Because at the last meeting I asked how many signs there were down there.
Sorry, where?
At the Gamers, sorry. sorry.
Well, I was going to incorporate that with looking at the dogs, you know, like the
Okay.
dogs, once the agreements have been signed, yeah.
Okay,
But yeah, while we're looking at signage, we might as well incorporate that as well.
yeah. Any other items for next agenda? Anyone? No? Okay then, I shall close the meeting. Thank you all for coming.